We humans are more concerned with having than with being. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. If you want to dine with perfection, you must toil with imperfection. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. Watching my back is the perfect opportunity to stick a knife in it. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. There are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Nothing happens until something moves. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. You cannot open a book without learning something. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. A tiny change today brings a dramatically different tomorrow. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. People, in general, would rather die than forgive. It's that hard. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. You don't have to like someone, but you have to treat them as you wish to be treated. Without local guides, your enemy employs the land as a weapon against you. Growing up is losing some illusions in order to acquire others. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. Amid the turmoil, and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder and yet no real disorder at all. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. If truth doesn't set you free, generosity of spirit will. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. We don't have to defeat any individual but our own self. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. It's failure that gives you the proper perspective on success. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. We're going to aspire to break through and create our own reality. In war, numbers alone confer no advantage. Do not advance relying on sheer military power. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. Truth is a straight line you sometimes need to curve. You should know that by now. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. My destination is no longer a place, rather a new way of seeing. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. The worst part of being okay is that okay is far from happy. Sometimes, the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. People don't always want to be with people. It gets tiring. For we can only know that we know nothing, and a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. The scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. Oh, darling, don't be bitter. It's the first instinct of the weak. The only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go. Even in the loneliest moments, I have been there for myself. 10 seconds, that's all it takes for life to throw you a curveball. Once you stop learning, you start dying. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. Colors blind the eye. Sounds deafen the ear. Flavors numb the taste. Thoughts weaken the mind. Desires wither the heart. Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof.